Hello again, this is Nader. I'm talking about my CV. This is number 93 to 97 Redchurch Street, which I worked on. The refurbishment basically of this corner of Redchurch Street, and then we added this extension. Now there was a garage area here. The client bought part of the land, and we built a 3-4 story extension, and we refurbished this internal part. So basically, like sort of here internally, what we did is we added internally lined with plasterboard on dabs battens with skim and emulsion finish on Selcon Solar standard 50mm gyproc thermaline insulation board, and 215mm solid block work, density 620 kg per cubic meter, with 12.5mm plasterboard on dabs battens with skim and emulsion finish. I'll just move now to the first floor quickly. I got these drawings from my portfolio because I haven't looked at them for a long time. So here we changed the apartments into, as you can see, like sort of work unit and live work, and on the ground floor we allowed some like sort of like hairdresser units, which you will see in the photo of the building. Now I would like to mention something here about the separating wall. Yeah, so I used 2 independent timber frames, 75 by 50 staggered studs, minimum 200mm clearance between inside lining faces, 2 layers of 12.5mm plasterboard lining each side of frames with stagger joints taped or sealed, and 50mm mineral wool bats or quilt, minimum density 10 kg per cubic meter, fixed to 1 frame. Now, as you can see here, we used staggered studs, and was very important that the district surveyor felt at that time that we have to apply it on this job. The regulations was new and the conditions were new, so they insisted on that. And here in the new part of the extension, we had flats, as you can see, living, lobby, and bed 1 and bed 2, and we added that staircase. So that's the existing building. That is the existing building, and this one is the extension. So I'll just try to move to the section now. Alright, I'll bring the section. Right, so this is the section now of the new part of the building, of the extension. So what we did is we used composite floor construction, concrete topping at 150mm to engineer specification on com floor, 70 decking with a proprietary suspended ceiling system, including 50mm thick by 500mm wide mineral wool insulation, density 33 kg cubic meter, and 12.5mm PB with skim and emulsion finish. For the roof terrace, this is the penthouse, which we added as well, all the way around over the new extension and the back building, the existing one. This is the existing one, so it's like L shape. So here is the glass blocks, which you will see in the front elevation. We used glass block wall to have 1 hour integrity and half an hour thermal insulation. Now for the, I was talking about the roof terrace. Yeah, so roof terrace for 40mm paving slabs on 20 pads, 3 layers of 20mm asphalt on 18mm WPB plyboard on rock wool Duo-Rock / hard rock, cut to folds, layered on vapor control layer with 80mm screed on concrete deck. And now I'll move to the elevation, because there's no need to mention all the specification in the video. Right, so this is the existing building of Redchurch Street, and here we added the penthouse on the top floor, and we added this extension here, the new building on top of the garage, which the developer bought, and this was left empty to be developed afterwards. So as you can see, we added a side extension and a penthouse, and sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 with the penthouse, 4 floors. And it took about 2 years really to finish the construction of this project, but it was a very interesting experience because it had a basement as well, and we had to refurbish all these windows and the doors, and it was a tight street, which you will see in the photo. Okay, so I'll move now to Hackney Road project. Thank you for listening to my CV in NK Portfolio.